What's up, everybody on YouTube? AJ Russ back here with another video. Today I'm joined with
Evan Geiger
and
Tyler Greenig.
And today we're going to be recapping the NBA trade deadline, all the moves made. Obviously, the biggest move involved Tyler's favorite team, the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Nets acquiring James Harden, and the Nets acquiring Ben Simmons. And then there's so many other deals. Evan, he's a Mavericks fan. They traded away Kristaps Porzingis. I know he's pretty mad about that.
That might be the second biggest trade.
Yeah, probably.
It probably
of the
was.
deadline.
Probably. But, I mean, you were mad about that, but Spencer Dinwiddie, he's solid. So.
He is solid.
I'm not mad about the players. I'm just mad that we poorly utilized him for his entire tenure in Dallas. Never got the full potential out of him, and I blame that on the front office and the coaching staff. And then got rid of him for two guys that neither one of which is, I'm like, oh my God, we're so amazing now. But I do think that it was an all right trade. I
mean,
like
Bertans,
Porzingis.
he'll help with the shooting and spacing and stuff with Luka and stuff. And then Dinwiddie, he'll help with that ball handling responsibility. So
Hey, but your Rockets did get Schroeder.
Oh, man, no.
Yeah,
right?
Schroeder.
You know, the Sixers were Daryl Morey was trying to make a move to get Schroeder as a backup point guard. And I think it would have been pretty cool.
That would have helped with their depth. I mean, what is he gonna do with the Rockets? I mean, we're just gonna lose. We're just trying to get a top pick.
Well, I think I heard something about he probably won't be there very long. They might do like a buyout.
But I think he's playing tonight. So I mean, I don't.
I thought they were going to buy out John Wall, but
that's crazy.
A tough
that's
buyout.
Another one that's weird.
I thought they were going to have to give away something to get rid of his contract. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, they were talking about doing a Westbrook for Wall trade. First of all, I mean, why would we want Westbrook back? I mean, that's
that would just be weird and it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, so basically, what we can do is just to talk about every deal and just what we think about it. And I guess the first one we can start with, obviously, the 76ers and Nets. So basically, who do y'all think won the 76ers and Nets trade?
I'm going to actually say the Nets.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I was going to say the Nets as well, but I do think, because you have Embiid playing at the level he is now, and then moving Simmons, who was not playing all season long, and Embiid still carried this team to be where they are now, it's the only good thing for them. And they've been waiting for this kind of guard to team up with Embiid. So this is like a huge deal for them. And you could see how they can maybe win it. I mean, their starting five looks good. Yeah. But the Nets got, you had to give up a lot to get James Harden.
Yeah,
so we lost Seth Curry, who I was a huge fan of. Mm-hmm. It looked like he finally found his team with the Sixers because he had never started.
He loved it in Philly.
He was great, and him and Embiid had a good chemistry. And
shoot, Doc Rivers' his father-in-law.
That's his father-in-law, and even Andre Drummond, we lost him too. That's another Doc Rivers. They were close. Yeah. Like they had a history for years. It wasn't because he ever coached him before, but there was like a family relationship with Andre Drummond and Rivers. And that's, the best backup center Embiid's ever had. Mm-hmm. We lost then, and we lost 2 draft picks. But in return, you get James Harden, who's an elite. He's a Hall of Famer. You got Embiid, future Hall of Famer, and James Harden, elite guard. So,
and then they still have some pretty good depth and stuff too. I mean, we were talking earlier. They got Tobias Harris still. Tyrese Maxey, he looks like he's emerging as a pretty good guard.
Furkan Korkmaz.
Yeah,
Korkmaz can shoot. Yeah, he's streaky, but he can shoot. He's what you need.
And, I mean, he's gonna get more open shots too, more easier shots with James Harden being out there.
Harden's gonna make everybody better.
Right, exactly.
It's just gonna happen like that.
But if I'm the Nets and I'm thinking, okay, I have these 3 stars. Mm-hmm. You knew from the get-go that it wasn't a perfect fit with those 3 guys on the court at the same time. Mm-hmm. And it's an attractive option. It's flashy. We got 3 of the best scorers in NBA history on the same team. That's flashy. Mm-hmm. But if I'm going to build that team, I probably would take Harden over Kyrie.
Yeah,
but
me too.
If you had to pick 2 of the 3, okay, you want Durant definitely, and then you take Kyrie. Okay, then Ben Simmons, he's going to facilitate. Yeah. Because the other 2 guys are not facilitators. Kyrie is a point guard, but he scores. He's not a facilitator. Mm-hmm. So now you have a facilitator who can lock down 1 through 5, who can rebound, who can play just defense. He could do everything else. And then you have guys like Curry. Mm-hmm. You have guys, a great shooter. You have Joe Harris. You have Patty Mills coming off the bench and score points from the point guard position. And then what else do you need? Yeah. There's a 5 spot. What do they need to do? They need to give rebounds.
Yeah.
And that's Drummond, one of the best rebounders in NBA history.
That's what he does.
Simmons he gets a bunch of boards too. Yeah. So Simmons, here's what I'm confused on. Is Kyrie playing the point now?
No.
Or Patty?
Think about it. When James Harden was there, he's basically the point guard. Kyrie, he's basically he's a point guard, but he's really a scoring guard. So I think really Ben Simmons is going to help Kyrie just get a lot of shots.
Simmons is going to play point?
I would
have Simmons play point.
He's only played point.
He's
only played point in the NBA, but in LSU,
he played like the 34,
the point forward, right?
He can really play whatever.
He can, I know, but once it comes to playoffs, we know what happens with him, and
take that responsibility off of him. You have Durant and you have Kyrie.
Kyrie only playing away games. It's going to play a factor. I mean,
it's going to play a factor.
New York is supposed to change their law.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
By the time the playoffs hit, they may be different.
We'll see.
If they're fully healthy, they're still a legit.
But that's a what if.
Sure.
That's a what if.
Yeah.
Like the state did it. Will the city do it?
Yeah, because Kyrie is not getting back.
No,
he's not moving off of that.
No, he's not gonna. And it's just crazy because I'm not sure how the Nets. I don't know how good they were in transition offense. Mm-hmm. I'm sure with Simmons now, he's like a beast at that. That's like his number one thing.
Yeah.
So besides him being a awesome defender.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Simmons. Quick. There's gonna be a lot of Simmons and KD love. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be nice. It is gonna be nice, and that's why I think the Nets did win the trade. But you look at the Daryl Morey, how he really had a great relationship with Harden all these years,
Right.
And now Embiid, being Daryl Morey's centerpiece, it looks like it should be still. I mean, Harden's a little bit older, and he needs to take a step back and let this be Embiid's team. I mean, they're going to work great together. Mm-hmm. I'm here for it. I am a little bit, cautiously optimistic just because I was kind of always a Harden, not hater, because he's a great player. But I do see, I'm a criticizer of some of the things that has happened with his playoff appearances
and rightfully so.
Stuff, and it's still better than Simmons' playoff experience because, and I'm not trying to hate on the guy, he's a great player, but it's just like in those fourth quarters of these last couple of playoffs,
it was bad, especially against the Hawks.
He didn't even try to shoot. He was didn't even make an attempt. Yeah. And I think Harden will at least make an attempt.
He's gonna shoot. No, he's gonna shoot.
So
I think that New York, Brooklyn with the Nets is a very good fit for Simmons in terms of not making him do things that he's not comfortable with or he's not good at, because they have players around him that can do the things that he can't.
They do have enough.
And he can do things that no one else can do. So I think it's a really good trade. And I said this in the group chat, I believe, but I'm just amazed by this because the fact that a coach, a general manager, a front office, anybody would place a lot of stock in having their fate of their franchise in the hands of Kyrie, Ben Simmons, or James Harden at this point amazes me. These three guys are, without all the BS, they're top 20 players in the NBA.
Yeah, they are.
And then off the court, how do you
question mark off the court?
Kyrie takes off whenever he feels like it. He's not going to get vaccinated. He can't play half the season. I'm totally about guys speaking out on social issues.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. But every single time you get upset, you can't take off for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what Stephen
A. You can't tell me the earth
says.
is flat. I'm sorry. Simmons, he has just acted like a complete
so entitled
baby. Oh, Doc Rivers, he knew where I was training, even though I was ghosting him and I didn't want him to come see me.
It was weird.
He should have came see me anyway if he really wanted to see me. What? Everybody tried to talk to you and you ignored them and then got mad they didn't try hard enough.
Right.
It's weird with Ben Simmons, man. It's the strangest situation ever, and it only, of course, ended up in Philly with only strange situations happen there with Markelle Fultz and now him.
And then Harden wants to force his way out twice in a year.
2 years.
That's wild.
You wanted to go play. You were tired of being in Houston. You were tired of getting ousted. Yeah. You want to go, okay, guys do that. They get to the end of their career, and they want to move on. They want to try to win a ring somewhere else. That's fine. Don't go to Brooklyn and then come for less than a year and then say, oh, no, Kyrie and KD aren't good enough. Oh, somebody got injured. I'm out.
Yeah.
What?
Right,
you can't just do
weird,
that.
Yeah.
It's not him asking out. He basically just quit on him pretty much.
Yeah.
I agree. They did quit.
Yeah. I mean, I think James Harden just really, he was so comfortable and familiar with Daryl Morey, and Daryl Morey always made sure to get what James needed. And I think he was just I think he probably wanted to team up with him anyway in the beginning.
Yeah.
But he was like, KD's my boy, so go play with him and see what can happen. Anything can happen.
Absolutely.
But it just, we see how it didn't work out, and now he's in Philly, which I'm happy about,
Yeah, but I'm with y'all. I definitely think the Nets win the trade for sure. So.
The Nets probably won the trade. They got a lot in return.
Yeah. So we can talk about these little smaller deals, of course. So, Porzingis going to the Wizards. I don't know. I guess the Wizards, it's cool for them. Bradley Beal, he's out for the season, so don't know how that's really going to go. They're not going to really do too much. They traded Montrezl Harrell too, I think. So.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
McCollum might be the third biggest trade.
Probably.
Oh yeah, McCollum. So
we just don't know when Zion is gonna. I might as well just shut him down for the rest of the season.
Zion's probably gonna be the next player to try to leave and go somewhere else, and maybe end up with the Knicks, like he was always. People wanted him to.
It could I know. New Orleans will probably try to offer him that that extension that they have after 3 years. So we'll see about that. I mean, I don't know. That's interesting, but I mean, it was those few moves, but I mean, it wasn't like too many superstar moves. I mean, really, that was the 76ers and the Nets was the big one.
Everybody was waiting for Simmons to get traded. Everybody was trying to pressure Daryl Morey to see what was going to happen, and Daryl Morey he knows what he's doing with contracts, and he knows what he's doing moving players and trying to get the best out of his best player, as we've seen him do in Houston.
Absolutely.
So he was waiting. He was waiting. He went on radio and said, "We are not. This could take a long time." Remember, he said, and it happened quicker than people thought. I thought nothing was going to happen. I thought Simmons
summer probably.
Yeah, I thought if anything, the reports were coming out that Harden was trying to leave. I thought, okay, Harden's probably going to sign in the summer when he officially opted out or whatever. But then the Nets would not get anything.
Right, exactly.
They made that big trade to get him.
That was smart for him. That was smart for him to do that.
It's just crazy. It's an interconference, interdivisional. That's
you
rivalry.
You don't typically do
huge rivalry. So
yeah. I don't know.
I guess I should have realized that the Halliburton and Sabonis trade was bigger than the Porzingis trade.
That's right.
That's
I kind of misevaluated that in my mind.
No, Halliburton, he was mad too about that because he was invested in Kings, even though the Kings are just so dysfunctional.
Yeah.
They had all that talent.
Right.
You look at them on paper and you say, okay, De'Aaron Fox, that's a good player. Marvin Bagley was supposed to be a good player.
Fan.
Halliburton, Hield. And you look at them and you're like, they should be good.
Yeah.
And they weren't.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Something
I can't
not
tell
right
you why
there.
they weren't good.
And is De'Aaron Fox injured right now? Or like, what's up with that? I'm confused on what's going on with him. I mean, I heard something they were trying to trade him too, but
I don't understand. I don't understand from the Pacers' perspective either. Yeah, because I'm thinking, okay, what are you trying to do? Because you already had a young, talented core.
Right.
Miles Turner, Domantas Sabonis, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. Who am I missing? Because I'm forgetting someone right off the tip of my tongue. But they had guys that I'm like, okay, what's happening?
I don't know. It seems like they just want to rebuild or something now, but now I don't know what they're trying to do.
The Pacers, they're not a true contender, so they're just trying to stay relevant as much as they can. I suppose.
You never want to be in that middle. You want to either be contending or suck.
I call it a treadmill team.
Yeah,
treading water type thing. Yeah,
you want to be 15th or you want to be first.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why the Sixers chose those years ago to do the trust the process thing and tank on purpose. So you're not just getting taken out in the first round. You're trying to contend. So
yeah. I agree with it. A lot of people hate tanking. I think that in pro sports, that's the way it works. You have your ups and downs, and college sports is definitely different, where you can build a dynasty and you can be good year in and out. In the NFL, in the NBA, and MLB, it's not going to work that way.
It's so different. Yeah.
Especially with the salary cap and stuff.
Yeah. So give me like a couple of teams y'all think that have the best potential, like from each conference, my bad, to go like potentially to come out of the East or the West. For me, I think, of course, right now in the West, the Suns and the Warriors, those two for sure. Even the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies already have 40 wins. They're 40 and 18.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ja, really, he's definitely, in my opinion, he has to be like a top 5 MVP candidate, and he could win most improved.
He's great. I like Ja Morant a lot.
And he's definitely exciting.
Yeah, and then Eastern Conference, obviously, we know that 76ers and Nets, they don't have the best records right now, but, with that trade, they could easily propel themselves. And then the Heat, of course, too.
I was going to say
Bucks.
In the East, the Bucks and the Heat are still at top for me. And then I think the Sixers are right there behind.
Yeah.
I think this trade is going to work out. Yeah. I think Harden and Embiid are going to coexist really well.
Yeah.
It might not be this season that they go deep.
Right, that's true.
But, in the future, this might work out really well for them. I just don't know. I think the Heat and the Bucks are going to be the teams at the end, probably.
For sure.
But it would be really nice to see the Sixers figure this thing out at the end of the season.
Remarkable.
It'd be amazing for them to get far. Their starting 5 is capable, I think, especially with Harden now.
If I had to rank the top 5 teams and what I think, like we're just talking about, and everybody's healthy. Yeah. And it's playoffs, and it's who's going to win. Because once you're in the playoffs, the regular season doesn't even really matter. If you barely skip in and then LeBron comes back, that's different than, he was out, whatever. So in the West, I'm going to go number 1, Warriors. Number 2, Suns. Number 3, Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Number 4, I do think the Mavericks got a little bit better.
No,
I think they have a chance. And then number 5, I don't. They're saying I don't think Kawhi's going to come back.
I don't think so. And then Paul George is hurt too. So
that's the 5 spot is where it gets tough for me because the Lakers and Clippers have so much talent, but it's who's going to be there? Are they going to figure things out?
I can't trust the Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers aren't.
I can't trust them.
This is not their time.
I can't say. So maybe the Jazz.
Maybe.
Maybe. Probably. Or the Nuggets, maybe, I guess.
Ingles got hurt, so they had to trade Ingles and pick up a couple guys. And I think that the Jazz are, they're a well-coached basketball team, and they have some good players in the East.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to go number 1. We're just thinking about, just what's going to happen. I'm going to say Bucks, and then 2 Sixers, and then Nets, I would say, have the 3rd most talent, but they have really struggled this year. I'll probably give the Nets 3, the Heat, the Bulls 4, and the Heat 5.
Okay, yeah, we're sleeping on the Bulls.
Oh, that's true.
Lonzo's hurt right now, and then Caruso, he had just came back, and then freaking Grayson Allen injured him, so he's out more. Caruso is really good too for them.
Yeah, man.
So that's really frustrating.
The Bulls got a little spark this year. It's really fun. It's good when they're doing good.
Zach Levine and DeMar DeRozan, both All-Stars. Yeah. DeRozan having a really good season, probably his best season.
It's Billy Donovan. He's their coach over there, right?
Yeah, he is.
He's got experience too. He's taken the OKC team back in the day. Took them kind of far.
Right now the Heat are 1st in the East. The Bulls are 2nd. The Cavs are 3rd, which I don't value them.
The Cavs,
they're really good. Yeah, they've been.
They've grown. Good for them.
They got Karis LeVert too in that trade.
Right.
I just don't see them as a top 5 team.
Oh, for sure.
Probably not. No.
I mean, the Hawks might make a run and sneak into the back end of that.
I don't ever sleep on the Hawks, man.
Yeah, they have talent. The Hornets are in the 9 spot. I think they have more talent than the Cavs, but they haven't played to it.
That's true.
So that makes it interesting. And then in the West, the Suns are 1st, the Warriors are 2nd, the Grizzlies are 3rd, the Jazz are 4th, and the Mavericks are 5. So that's my 5.
Pretty much, yeah. Hey, well, it's gonna be interesting to see how this season develops. Appreciate y'all guys talking with me.
Thank you.
NBA stuff, more stuff on the way for sure.
It's gonna be exciting coming up.
Oh
man.
yeah,
it's gonna be great.
Absolutely,
it's gonna be great.
We're in a stretch run for sure.
Playoffs preview video coming up.
Oh yeah, and predictions as well. Might as well. So,
yeah,
for sure, guys. So appreciate y'all joining me. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and take it easy.